we need to have a serious talk, because in the last few weeks, I would say, I had an idea that has come through my mind quite a lot, right? And this idea is to actually shut down my Amazon business. Now, I'm not shutting down my Amazon business right today, but I think it's important that I actually talk to you guys about these things, the reason why, and the point at which I think my Amazon business was operating optimally, right? Because there was a point in the past where this whole idea, this whole thing that I want to talk to you guys about is mainly about the idea of scaling and scaling just for scaling. And I was talking with a couple of students in the past, but in the past few weeks I talked about that with a few students. And so this idea mainly came from the fact that, to be 100% honest, the best time, I don't know to qualify it, but the time where my business was not taking a lot of place and was making a decent amount of money was where my favorite point in time with my Amazon business was when my business was making between $25,000 to $40,000 consistently in sales, right? And I was able to make in between $8,000 to $12,000 in profit every single month based on that. It was a pretty lean business. It was running great, and I was able to take care of a lot of side projects, working on growing a lot of things, including the inception of this YouTube channel was during that time, during the first 6 months of this YouTube channel. That's more or less where I was at, right? And it's really a time where it was not taking a lot of time. It was not really stressful to run the business. Not that it's super stressful today, but the main thing is that there's a lot of flows that come with this business model. And of course, one thing that you can say is that the grass is always green somewhere else, right? However, there's one obvious flow with this business, and it's an amazing cash cow, right? It's an amazing cash cow. It's an amazing way to make some cash, right? Now, I think it should stop there. Pretty much, it should stop there. It should be an amazing cash cow that can help you finance a lot of things and finance other projects and keep running this cash cow at the same time, because it's getting harder and harder for me to justify scaling such a business. The reason why is because this business, right, you don't own your customer. It's not a real business. So it's a real business. It's not the right way to qualify it. But the biggest flaw is that you don't own your customers' data, right? Because these people, the people that are buying from you, are not your customers. They are Amazon customers. And so, the more bullshit you start dealing with, and this is what I call a level 0 business, right? Because to be honest, yes, it's a business, it's an amazing cash cow, it's an amazing way to cycle your money and make your money grow, right? It's amazing for that. However, one of the big issues, right, is that, when things go bad or whatever, with a lot of other business, right, if things go bad, if your capital, your cash flow cycles get damaged, you can always contact your customers, and either through email, through whatever, run promotions, and even before you have inventory, to pre-sell something or whatever, you can make something happen, right? To get out of cash flow ruts, which you cannot do in this business model, right? And so, as I said, it's really an amazing opportunity when it comes to cycling your cash, but I think it should stay there. It should just stay a cash cow. And one of the mistakes that I've made myself is trying to scale this business way too much, right? Way too much. Now, of course, and there's that story of a guy, that's a story that happened on French Twitter, right? And so there was one guy that was working in a website design agency, and he realized that his boss actually was selling websites for $5,000, and he was just getting paid a salary, right? And he was like, wait, I might as well create my own website agency, right? Because, like I can sell those for $5,000. The only thing is like, how the fuck do I get customers, right? And so that's the hardest thing when it comes to running a business. Like one of the hardest things is like, how do you get customers? The thing is that you're renting Amazon's customer base, right? And so that's where like, and you still can make a shit ton of money, which is like an asymmetric opportunity because you don't need any skills to create customers. You can just plug products, and like that opportunity is amazing as a level 0 business because you don't need any skills. Like literally, like this business is a business that you can run with a really, really low amount of skills, right? Because of this. Now, that's why, and this is why I want to be honest with you guys. I was at one point where I was saying like, fuck, like I'm building like Amazon's catalog. Like I'm not really building my catalog, right? And like, and stuff happens, like, like with the Nike thing that happened, the same thing happened with Crocs. Crocs got restricted, all that stuff. And so it got me to think like, yeah, like that's like actually like what I'm thinking, because I was thinking what I'm saying like before that, right? And and the weird thing is that I've been saying on this channel, and like especially at the beginning of this channel, right? I think I really took scaling the Amazon business way too far and way too aggressively last year, I believe, because before that I was working on a lot of different projects, and to be 100% honest, I'd rather have Amazon staying like one of the things that I build, but that like to be honest, right? People always say like it's like better to have one thing that you focus on 100%, you give all your energy to this. To be honest, I'm at a point, and it was a little bit like that before. I had multiple things bringing money, right? I still have multiple things bringing money, but like the Amazon thing took a way too big space, right, in that. And so, as I was saying, like when I was in between like 30 to 40,000, like it was more like 25, like the bad months were 25,000. Between 25 to 40,000, making like 30% profit margins, like constantly, right? That was the best place I was in my business because I was able to work with in a lot of other things. And so if one thing happened to like one of my source of income, like was great, right? Now, the way I think about it is like, yeah, fuck, if Amazon gets fucked, like I'm fucked, right? It got to that point. And so that's what I really don't really like about the situation right now. And that's what actually prompted me to think like, look, why don't I take my skills, right? Because like, I know to create customers, right? I know to run ads. I know how to do all these things. Instead of going all in on Amazon. And so that's where the distinction is, right? I'm not telling you to shut down your Amazon. And by the way, that's why I believe people that are like doing arbitrage and say, yeah, I'm giving up arbitrage, I'm moving to wholesale, then I'm moving to private labeling, and creating my own brand on Amazon, right? All that stuff. That's where I believe they are wrong, because they are still renting Amazon's customer, right? And not really building anything, because there's a lot of Amazon brands that are just brands that sell on Amazon, right? You need to be able to create your own demand, right? Which is how you like actually work on creating like a real business, right? You need to create your own demand. If you don't, that's why you're stuck, right? And this is why I believe this is a mistake. And all the people think, yeah, I'm creating my own brands and stuff. Yeah, like it's dumb as fuck. Like, to be honest, Amazon is an amazing opportunity to bring you cash to work on other projects, or like just to bring you the freedom, give you like some time to breathe, like 1-2 years, right? Just working on that part-time that can like be a full-time source of income, and then working on something else, right? But still keeping that as a cash cow. And I think this is the right place where it should be, right? I think I gave it too much importance last year, but it should remain a cash cow, right? It's just a cash cow. And to be honest, like I'm telling you right now, and I could, right? I don't know why I say if I could, but if I could scale down my business back to that point, right? And go back to in between $25,000 to $40,000 a month with 30% profit margins, right? I would do, and like I'm thinking of like, is that what I really want to do? I want to go down to there, like go back down there. Like, is that what you want to do? Run a really lean business, like the way it was running before. That was an amazing time. right? I had a lot of time to work on other projects, on other side projects, developing new projects, working on existing project, that was an amazing time. Not that I don't have the time right now anymore, but I feel like I don't have the mental space, not the mental space, but like because your focus is limited, right? And I feel like I don't have the focus needed, right? That I can attribute to all these other things like I was doing, because Amazon is taking such a big place in my mind right now, right? It's maybe because I've been doing a lot of coaching as well. And so, I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about in this video. So no, I'm not stopping my Amazon business, right? That's not the point. That's not what I'm trying to say. But like, I'm thinking about all these things, and I want to actually tell you guys, like the best place to have an Amazon business is to put your Amazon business as a cash cow, okay? Something that is going to bring you a lot of money. And I think that's something that I lost throughout the last year, because before that I was talking a lot about that being a cash cow, but taking that money and reinvesting it in other projects, right? That's where Amazon, like an Amazon business, is at its best, okay? Not as like something that you absolutely want to scale and bring to the highest ceiling possible. All right, so that's all I wanted to talk about in today's video. I'll see you tomorrow for a new video. I'm trying to stick with the daily videos, but like same thing. Like, it's really hard for me to stick with that because like working on so much other shit with my Amazon business. But like, yeah, so I'll see you in the next